a bit mystical out here this morning on the lake. Got a little bit of fog. Kind of cool and peaceful. Another eagle, probably the same one from last night, out there fishing. We meet again, PCT. See you in a couple years, I hope. There's light at the end of the tunnel. The first and only tunnel on the OTT. Yeah. Pro tip, when you're riding a busy road with lots of cars and traffic that's a bit dangerous, if you have one of the foam pads, make sure the yellow is facing out so you're more noticeable on the road. And also, I mean, that's drawing, but I also have it just kind of as a flag so it's kind of bright. People can see I have some red Crocs and red hat. So, yeah, I don't like roads, so that helps make it a bit safer. Aw, shit. I just stepped in a big pile of horse shit. Damn horses. Day 28 is a hot one. And real quick shout out to Thomas Wood, Ruben, Jess Regal, what up? Long time no see. And Karina, she had actually mentioned something about wanting to do adventures and stuff, but she's a bit scared about it being dangerous for females to be alone on trail. And you have a point, but I think if you take precautions, it's really not that dangerous out here. You know, carry a mace with you. Hike with a friend, of course, is always the safest. But I think, sure, you might get into more situations than a guy, but I don't think that many more. But I'm a guy, so what do I know? I would listen to the podcast Backpacker Radio. That's what it is. I think it's episode 60. It's an episode about where they talk about all female aspects of hiking a trail, solo and stuff. So they give some good info there. I would definitely recommend listening to that. But yeah, you can't be scared your whole life. You just got to get out there and do it and take chances. And that's my advice. But I'm no expert, so take it with a grain of salt. A big old bird just chilling on a tree with his or her wings spread. And a bunch of other birds flying around. I believe I can fly. Rocky in here. Going down to the creek. Options. Take this log bridge across or ford. And the trail's up there, so I'm thinking I'm just gonna ford and get my feet wet. Because it looks like there's no trail really on that side and I have to bushwhack. And me no like bushwhacking. I just arrived at camp and there's only one guy here with his dog. And talked to him for a few minutes and instead of me asking for a beer, he offered me a beer. So he's like, wow, if you've gone 600 miles on a unicycle, you deserve a beer. So it's ice cold IPA from Three Creeks Brewing. It says crowd pleaser, and it sure is. Thanks, dude. Really put a smile on my face. So I'm gonna save y'all an ass crack today. You're welcome, guys. Sorry, ladies. Mainly because my bike shorts smell like ass and I need to give them a nice cleaning. But yeah, I just made it to camp and just gonna have a little rinse. Pro tip, these foam pads make for a great thing to lay on in creeks or lakes even. I haven't done it on this show, but you can actually float on this. So if you're at a lake, you can actually sit on it, and it won't keep you off the water, but you'll just kind of just sink right in, and it's great. So highly recommend one of these. So many uses. It's like duct tape. A little bit cold though. And that is refreshing. Whew. I don't know if I'm gonna lay down, to be honest. It's definitely snow melt creek. Change of plans. Smart water bottle cold shower. Today's episode brought to you by Boy or Buoy, however you want to say it. The cool dude just left the campsite or campground area, and on his way out he gave me 2 more IPAs. So cheers, dude. Thanks. It was a hot, kind of challenging day, so ice cold beer is really hitting the spot right now. One of my favorite things when I get to camp is when there's firewood. Look at all that. I don't even know if I'm going to have a fire tonight, but it's so nice when people leave firewood. And I try to pay it forward if I get to camp, and you know, if I have extra time and energy, I try to gather some wood and leave it, even if I don't have a fire. It's just nice. Like, you get to camp late and you want a fire for some reason, and if there's wood there, it's just so nice. So that's one thing you can do if you're ever at a campground or campsite somewhere and you have a spare 5-10 minutes. Go gather wood and just leave it for someone in the future to use. It'll make someone happy, and it'll make you happy knowing that you made someone happy. Let's talk about day 28. I'm gonna keep it short and sweet because not a lot to say about today. I had a ride on the road for like 3 or 4 miles. It was a really busy paved road. It was a Sunday, so everyone was leaving the campgrounds and going home to Portland or wherever they live. And it was just super busy, and I hate roads. That's where people die. I'm slow on a unicycle, and I had one person honk. I don't think at me, if at another car trying to pass me, but yeah, I hate roads. That's probably the most dangerous thing on the entire OTT. So I did that, and then did some fire roads, did some single track. Single track wasn't very good, a bit hard to ride, just too overgrown and rocky and technical. Dropped down into Mills Flat, I think, Mills something. Had to ford the river, felt good on the feet, wasn't too difficult. Did a couple more miles on some fire road. Made it to this camp, Forest something Creek. I'm not good with names and numbers, but it's a beautiful place. It looks right now I have it all to myself. There's that one guy here with his dog, and he just took off. So yeah, life is good. And remember, when life throws you IPAs, drink them before they get warm. Couldn't read this.